Hello, and welcome to another online video about using the Waldorf Online Library resources. Today we will discuss how to find an article on the library homepage. Now that you've finished the lecture or class, it's time for the homework or supplemental reading. What you may find next is instructions to go to EBSCOhost and read a particular article to help enforce what you've just learned. So how do we find the article? Let's start from the library resources page. If you've watched our other videos, you may remember that EBSCOhost is a service that Waldorf uses to get access to a number of databases. Databases are search engines that contain academic material we can use for homework, research, or in this case, supplemental reading. Generally, the instructions will tell us where to begin. For instance, go to the Business Source Complete or the Academic Search Premier. This will let us know which database to start with. If the instructions do not include this, we may need to ask ourselves some questions. For example, what type of class is this? Thinking about the type of material being covered in the course will help you limit which databases the subject applies to. Or, what does the title suggest the article is about? Chances are an article with words like human resources or management isn't going to be located in a science or history journal. This may let us know we need to look for something psychology or business related. For instance, let's look at an article citation. The article requested is by Jennifer Cole, is from 2012, entitled Antimicrobial Resistance, Infection Control, and Planning for Pandemics, The Importance of Knowledge Transfer in Healthcare Resilience and Emergency Planning, from the Journal of Business Continuity and Emergency Planning, Volume 6, Issue 2, page 122 to 135. So the Journal of Business Continuity and Emergency Planning lets us know that this is a business journal and can most likely be located in the Business Source Complete or the ABI Inform databases. Let's go ahead and click the link to the Business Source Complete. Now that we're at Business Source Complete, there are two ways to look up this journal. The first is to search by the journal title. Go ahead and click the publication link located at the top of the website. This should bring up a search bar. In the search bar under Browsing Publications, go ahead and type in Journal of Business Continuity and Emergency Planning. The journal should be the first option that comes up. Go ahead and click on the title and it should open up the database page for the journal. Now, we know several pieces of information from our citation. First is that the article came out in 2012 and that it was Volume 6, Issue 2. If we look on the right hand of the website, we see a list of years that the journal was published in. Click on 2012, which will show us the issues from that year, and then click on Volume 6, Issue 2. We should now see a list of all the articles that ran in this particular issue. If we scroll down, there we see our article listed. All we have to do at this point is click on the PDF full text, and there it is, our article. There are a few other ways we can search for our article as well. Let's take a step back to the journal information page. Remember this screen from a few moments ago? If we look above the publication details, there's a link titled Search Within This Publication. Clicking this link will take us to an advanced search where the first box is now the journal we need. In the second box, we can put a few words from the title of the article. Here I'll type in infection control and hit search. In this case, our article is the first result. Again, we can click PDF full text, and there's our article. So what can we do if we don't have the full citation? Maybe we only have the article title. In that situation, we would follow similar steps. We'd consider the title of the article and the subject of the class, and then pick a database. Once we have a database picked in the advanced search in quotation marks, we can type out a portion of the article in that first box. Then if we look to the right where we can change the filters, select TI, Title, and hit Search. This will search the entire database for any titles that contain the portion of the article title that we search for. In this case, our article showed up and we are able to find it under PDF full text. Alternatively, we can use the electronic journals link located on the library resources page. Let's go ahead and hop back. Using this link takes us to a page similar to the one we saw when we clicked the publications link. There is a search box where we can put in the title of the journal, in this case, the Journal of Business Continuity and Emergency Planning. Now when we search, we will see all the databases that contain the journal and we'll be able to follow the links to that database information page that we saw previously. There are a lot of different ways to find an article. Once you've figured out a way that makes sense to you, keep practicing with it. The databases can be complex, but the more you use them, the more comfortable they will feel. This concludes our video on how to search for a specific article in a database. If you have any questions or topics that you'd like to see covered, please write to us at library@waldorf.edu.